at least I want to dig a little deeper into Argentina versus Austria.
Yeah.
Because listen, I watched the whole game. I had the pen and paper out. I was vigorously taking notes. I'm rewinding at halftime. I'm all in on this game.
Yeah.
And I do think that we need to take off the Messi fanboy hats, everyone, just for a second, and say, like, what is this Argentina team? And I think when you look at it very objectively, they are a well-balanced, talented team. They got Mac Allister and Enzo Fernández and Rodrigo De Paul in the midfield. That is an excellent world-class midfield. They can play a combination of tiki-taka, counterattack football. They have Julián Álvarez on the bench, who's potentially one of the best strikers in the world. And they have the greatest player of all time up top. And they have a defense who, frankly, looks quite good right now. I know that they're only playing Austria and who's the other team they've played? It was Algeria. They played Algeria and Austria, but the defense looks tough. They look scrappy, and Scaloni has this team playing like champions. And it's funny, like, it's all upside for this Argentina team. Like I mentioned my grandfather earlier. He, for 35 years, has not been able to watch Argentina live because he's so nervous about the game. He'd wait to see if they won, and if they won, he'd watch the game. If they lost, he couldn't bring himself to watch it. And that has been Argentina fans since Maradona. But then when Messi wins the 2022 World Cup, now everyone's like, it's gravy. Let's just kick back. Let's relax. This is just a Messi celebration. So
yeah, and that's what makes them even more scary.
It makes them scary because they're playing with no pressure. They're just having fun. And I will say, listen, Messi's the greatest player of all time, but Messi looks like exactly what he is, which is a 38-year-old GOAT. And you see the GOAT sometimes, and then you see the 38-year-old other times. There were times in this game where he was sloppy, where he was clumsy. His touches weren't good. He missed a breakaway in the first half. He missed a PK. He's not really he was never a brilliant defender, but young Messi would just sprint around and be aggressive and could, win tackles or intercept balls. He's not going to do that anymore. And actually, when towards the end of the game, when Scaloni was starting to make substitutions, I was oscillating between thinking two things. The first thing was, it's 1-0. Maybe we should sub Messi out so that we put a defensive guy in there and just hold it down. And then the other part of me was like, are you crazy? You can't take off Lionel Messi off the field. And of course, in the 92nd minute, he just plays a peach of a through ball to Julián Álvarez and then has a great, second effort goal. So I don't know. Betts, I don't know if I know I got a lot of Argentina thoughts here. Is there anything from this Argentina-Austria game that jumped off the screen for you?
Yeah, and I know that you're, Argentina's biggest advocate, so it's hard to follow up after that. But no, what I will say is they just look like a solid team with a solid game plan, and the game plan is just going through the best player in the world. This guy is proving that he's still the best player right now in the world at 38 years old. And this team now has been doing this through Lionel Messi for the last 2 decades. So it's just the game plan now of the entire nation. Every player that has come through this national team has known Messi now, and he's been around. So they just look like they have it figured out. They look like a veteran team. That's really what they look like. And it's like, I would love to come here and play devil's advocate and be like, oh, there's this that they're missing. But right now, they just really look unbeatable.
They do.
And
they look good.
There's multiple teams in the tournament that look like that. They look like an unbeatable side.
They look good.
The way they're playing.
They look like, they look like Ronaldo during his GQ photo shoots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they look good. They look good. So just to balance out some of the analysis here, I will say what Argentina's biggest problem is. I have a theory that Argentina's players need to pass the ball to Messi less. And here's what I mean. If you look at the 7 or 8 times that the Argentine team got the ball into the final third, onto the flanks, they didn't play the ball to the front post. They didn't play it to the back post. They cut it back to Messi every single time, to the point where, like, it's not the right soccer play. And it's almost like Messi knows it. Like, Messi's getting the ball in certain situations where it's like there's 6 guys on him. Everyone knows where the ball's going to go. And so, these Argentine players are so devoted to Messi that they want to get him the ball at every opportunity. But they actually need to step back for a second and just play the game, because the problem with trying to find Messi every time is it becomes predictable for the defense. And so I'm watching these Austria players. If I know from my couch in Vienna, Virginia, that Thiago Almada is about to cut the ball back to Messi, I promise you every single Austrian player knows that too. And so these guys just play soccer. I promise that the greatest, smartest player will find the space to create chances for himself. You don't need to force the ball to him every time. And frankly, he's 38 years old. Let him have a couple seconds off. It doesn't, like, they are a little reliant on him, and they're trying to force it to him a little bit too much.
Extremely reliant.
Extremely reliant. So,
I mean, going on like the unbeatable thing that I just said, to put it in comparison to an American sport, the 2015-16 Golden State Warriors that went 73-9 looked unbeatable, and then ended up blowing a 3-1 lead to the Cleveland Cavaliers that year. So, you can look unbeatable, but you're beatable at the end of the day.
100%.